talking about that sham result last night. This video is not going to take long. I'll just get straight to the point. Micho's a fraud, yada yada yada. You know what I think about him. Now, the performance of the team was abhorrent. The organization was pathetic. Even the groundsmen should take a hard look at themselves. I'm not calling for Zambians to lose their jobs, but the groundsmen need to take a good hard look at themselves, because that pitch was not up to standard. And African football is never going to go forward if we condone such nonsense. Okay? It's absolute shambles. The way the team played was shocking. Now let me tell you about something. Let me school you a bit about football. A football team plays in the image of its head coach or its head manager. By whatever title the guy who sits at the front of the technical bench, yeah, the team plays in his image. So if you see a team playing like a schizophrenic, it's because the coach is all over the place. United supporters will know what I'm talking about when the team is all over the place, because the head coach is all over the place. You cannot have this nonsense where your captain, who is supposed to be the strong man at the back, can't organize his defense. Okay, defending is the easiest part of the game. The easiest part. Getting goals is the hardest part. But guess what? In Zambia's case, we've got Patson Daka. Shout out to Patson Daka, grab the brace. He scored 2 goals. So scoring for us wasn't the problem. It's keeping them out at the other end. Kabaso was doing his best Harry Maguire impression. Slow and stupid. Didn't make sense what he was doing. I don't know what he was trying to achieve. Did not marshal the defense at all. We were always caught on the break. And their game plan was simple there. Throw it forward, long ball football. Throw it forward to the wings, then cross it in. They kept on making hay that way. How are we going to progress when we can't even get the basics right? Defending is a basic. It's not complicated. What do you look for in a defender? A person who can take people on one-on-one. He can jockey, he can slide tackle, he can intercept, he can read the game. Those are the basics of defending. Not this nonsense we're seeing in modern day football of, he needs to know how to pass the football out from the back. No, that's not the priority of a defender. A centre half, his main job is to stop the opposition from scoring by any means. Tackle him, do whatever, marshal the defense, intercept. The basics of defending were missing from that team. Why? Because this technical bench there is incompetent. Totally incompetent. How can you go to bed at night saying, yes, I've done a good job? Micho, should be ashamed of yourself. You're eating taxpayers' money. That's 25 grand a month. US dollars, not Zim dollar. No, not Zim dollar. 25,000 US dollars a month for that nonsense there. And then you go to bed at night there, you lie on your bed and say, haha, I've done a good job today. You shouldn't be sleeping, my friend. And yet the media don't give you any pressure. You sleep pressure-free every day. This is why you haven't made it in Europe, Micho. I'm sorry to tell you. Because you're a fraud. In Europe, they eat you alive. In Europe, the pressure, there's artificial pressure and there's genuine pressure. What do I mean by that? Genuine pressure comes from within the organization that employ you. If it's a club, the pressure will come from the board of directors or the fans. If it's a national team, the football association will give you pressure, saying, why aren't you performing? Okay, that's internal pressure. Then there's artificial pressure. Artificial pressure is generated by the media who have a stake in that club or country. Okay, there are people like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer who don't sleep because there's artificial pressure. The entire country there is, media outlets from all around the world are always adding artificial pressure. But you know what that does? It creates excellence, or it creates a swing towards excellence. Because if you live in a world without pressure, you won't progress. If things are always easy for you and you just go to bed at night and nothing's ever happening there, no one's ever putting you under pressure, you will not progress. Because no one is calling him out. I see the local papers here, there. Absolutely no one is calling him out how poorly the team is. They're just always saying, oh, it's back to the drawing board. At this rate, how many drawing boards are you going to finish? Absolute shambles. Micho, resign tonight, not tomorrow, not on Tuesday, resign tonight.